Alright, and then we're back here. Did we find all the stars here? 1, 2. We did pretty well finding the stars in C, if I remember right. Yeah, like we found all of those. 4 and then 6. Found 6. Found 5. 3 stars in 5. So we found all of them so far. Whoop, lag. And we don't have enough for that. And we have 7. 7 is the only one left here. And there's 4 pieces and a star. Hey look, we're getting beeped at. Haven't been beeped at for a long time. Hi, beep at me. Let's see. Arcade Journal 108. Team diminishing by the day, proud of them nevertheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge. Still missing thousands of works, impossible to truly finish. Work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalog the archive resources in our absence. But like everything else, it has its foibles. Talked to Alexandra, Talos going well. Maybe the archive's first user will be terrestrial after all. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days before I'm unable to keep working. A betrayal to leave early, ? So everything's falling apart. They've got the archive, they've got Talos. Invention of Borders by Fatima Nguyen. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationalists fail to understand, Kwame said, is that the basis of every human culture is and always has been synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers Arabic, its alphabet Latin, its religion Levantine, its philosophy Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians, and so on. Our myths and religions too are syncretic, sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation not only between nations but even between different human species. Tasks. Discuss this excerpt in the context of Wolfgang Welch's theory of transculturality, and then 2, the novel something. Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's no such thing as, like humanity thrives by sharing ideas and sharing technology and sharing even materials and goods and people. Like the more you share, the more ideas you have. Whereas if you try to distill some kind of pure culture or even pure race, you end up with a really boring thing because you have nothing really to go from. Like you don't have the diversity of ideas, of wealth, of people. Yeah, every culture is a huge mix of every other culture. Apocrypha 9. Now Uriel pointed his sword to the tree of life, which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal there is the seed of immortality, for it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life. How may we then be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the domination of sin. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart. And truly on my body the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground. And the 7 heads of the dragons that were crowned in black clouds receded, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. What on earth does that mean? Alright. You gotta figure these guys were tripping out on something. When they have these visions. Like, visions? Visions? You see things? I mean, they gotta be tripping out on something, right?
God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yeah, okay. Back to work, Alex.
Right, back to work. We can't jump on this. We can almost jump on this. Almost. Oh look, a bucket. Here's a bucket. No, don't drop the bucket. Use the bucket. Why can't I use the bucket? The game won't let me paint there. Where can I paint? Use the... No, use the... Okay, paint message. How do I get the stars, guys? How do I get the stars? How do I get the stars? I have no idea what's going on. How do I get the stars? Alright, let's have a look around. There should be a star somewhere on this map. You can climb this thing for some reason. It doesn't really let us get out though, does it? There's a red laser source and a fan. Can't get out. The door that's not really a door. Alright, there's a puzzle in there. And this thing we can't really climb, although it's kinda close, it seems. Oh, look! This place should be cold, but I don't feel cold, as it's as if I was observing everything from a distance. It's pointless.
Intelligence is more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented with. Intelligence is the ability to question existing thought constructs. If we don't make that part of the simulation, all we'll create is a really effective slave.
How is questioning thought constructs different from solving problems? Especially difficult problems. I mean, as problems get complex, you do have to question your assumptions because, what is a problem? A problem is something that you currently can't solve, but if you think about it a bit, you can solve. And in that thinking, you change your mind about something, right? So in all the puzzles we're doing, like we have a box, what do we do with it? Like smuggling a box out of a puzzle into a different one. The thought process is I can't solve this problem. So then I need to think outside the bounds of this puzzle. So I go look outside to a different puzzle, break that puzzle, bring a box out, put the box into this puzzle, and then I go in the back door. So this, like problem solving is all about redefining the boundaries of the problem and also redefining the tools that are given to you. Like the boxes, you can use them for a lot of things. The platforms, everything, you can use them for a lot of different things that the game doesn't necessarily intend. So what is the difference between solving a problem and being able to critically reconsider the assumptions that you have? There's no difference. You have to question your current assumptions to solve the problem, because when you walk into a puzzle, the assumption is I don't know how to solve the puzzle. You have to kind of question every part of and every mechanic that's given to you, right? Is there a difference? I'm not sure there's a difference. Because as you build a machine that can solve more and more increasingly complex puzzles, then or at least strive to solve increasingly complex puzzles, that would require, gathering information, gathering knowledge, so that you can kind of apply that knowledge to solving more complex problems. I feel like that's the same. It is the same thing. It actually is the same thing, I think. Like in order to figure out relativity, you have to question Newtonian motion, right? You have to kind of break through the previous assumptions to come to a better understanding. No, everything is quite like you can't solve problems without breaking assumptions. Okay, I'm just gonna stop saying that there. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. Or rather, yeah, I think. Well, if you're just solving simple problems, sure, then it's not true intelligence. But if you're solving complex problems, then I think it is actually true intelligence. Just solving complex problems is true intelligence. I can get up here. I can get up here. I don't know. Can I get over that fence? Let me just try again. I mean, we're just solving problems, but we're solving problems to the point where we're breaking the rules of the game to do so in a few instances. Doesn't that qualify as intelligence? Doesn't that qualify as questioning the assumptions you're given? If we are breaking the rules of the game? I'm not sure. Should I be able? I feel like I should be able to jump in. Not that it matters right now. Maybe we need to smuggle something in there. And maybe this is how we smuggle it in. Like I see these I see these walls and I think, how do I break the puzzle? I haven't even seen the puzzle yet. I'm already thinking about how to break it. And I should probably focus on it so that I don't fail over and over again. Okay, here we go. So there's it. That's really close though. That's really close. That's really, really close. Maybe you can't. I don't know. Maybe you can't. You can probably drop a box in there. Alright, here we go. We go like that. Aha! So we can smuggle things into this puzzle. And in fact, we can smuggle things into this puzzle because we can also jump over here, except that we should open that door first, otherwise we'll be stuck inside. Is there a ladder? There's no ladder. Alright, so we try not to be stuck inside here. Unless the star is in here. I just saw a box, I think. Unless this... Oh wait a minute, did I get... Okay, no, I'm still here. So we can smuggle stuff into... Is that the same puzzle or is that this puzzle? We can smuggle stuff into two different puzzles from there. And doesn't that count as intelligence? Doesn't that count as breaking assumptions and breaking rules? I think it does. Whoa, I just got on top of this thing. Not that it matters, because it's not actually useful. Did I actually get on top of this thing? I thought I did. Alright, it's not really useful, because you can't jump from there to anywhere else. No, you can't. Alright. Well, what should we do? What should we do? Let's go into these first, because we can smuggle things into here. So if the star is in here and we need to bring things in, then we'll know. Where's that blue laser? Oh, the blue laser is there. And we need to cross over. We've solved this sort of thing, but let me just ask for help, because there's a achievement, I think, for asking for help. Yo, does he actually do it for us? There aren't many of us left in this world. Be sure you really need help before you proceed. So there's a finite number of hints you can have. Be sure you really need help before you proceed. Should I proceed? There's an achievement for it. Alright, proceed. Do it. Does it solve it for us? What does he do? Well, I used one. Red in the past, blue now. Red in the past, blue now. Okay. Red in the past, blue now. Do I really need to do that? I'm not sure. Alright, you can't see the red thing from behind here. Red in the past. Blue now. Oh, I need to put red behind there. While blue is here. Well, I get it. I get it. So red needs to go behind. Wait a minute. We can't actually go behind. Wait a minute. No. It's blue that needs to go behind. No, blue can't go behind. Wait a minute. Blue. Red. I can have one red. I need like three. I need like 3 reds. That's not cool. Wait a minute. What am I missing?